During their stay in the capital, Meng Longtan and scholar Zhu visited a small, quiet temple. The main hall and monks' quarter were modest, with only one elderly monk in residence. Seeing visitors arrive, the old monk straightened his robes and warmly welcomed them, offering to show them around. Inside the main hall stood a statue of the monk Jigong, but it was a mural on the east wall that caught Zhu's eye, a stunning painting of heavenly maiden scattering flowers. One girl, with her hair done in 2 trailing locks, held a flower delicately and smiled sweetly. Her lips looked ready to part, and her eyes shimmered with emotion. She seemed alive. Zhu couldn't look away. As he gazed, his mind drifted. The world around him faded, and suddenly he felt weightless, as if walking on clouds, and before he knew it, he was inside the mural. In his strange, dreamlike realm, golden halls and pavilions, towers above, a senior monk sat preaching on a lotus dais, surrounded by disciples in robes, bare right shoulders exposed. Listening intently, Zhu found himself among them. Then, a tug at his sleeve, he turned to see the same flower-holding girl giggling as she ran off. He chased her through winding railings and into a small chamber. Hesitating, he paused, but the girl turned, waved her flowers, and beckoned. Emboldened, Zhu approached. The chamber was quiet, no one else around. He embraced her. She didn't resist. They grew close. Before she left, she told him to keep quiet. And that night, she returned again. For 2 more days, she visited him like this. But the others began to notice. Her companions teased her. You are already carrying a baby, and you still wear your hair like a virgin. They handed her jewelry and urged her to fix her hair properly. Embarrassed, she stayed quiet. One woman said, "Let's go before anyone finds out." They all laughed and left. When Zhu saw the girl again, her hair was now styled in an elegant bun, adorned with phoenix-shaped hairpins. She was even more beautiful than before. They embraced once more, and her scent overwhelmed his senses. Suddenly, a loud clatter, boots thundering, chains rattling, voice arguing. The girl leaped up in fear. Peeking outside, they saw a terrifying figure in gold armor with black face, a hammer in one hand and chains at his waist, surrounded by the heavenly maidens. "Is everyone here?" he barked. "All present," they replied. "If anyone is hiding a mortal from the human world," he warned, "confess now. Don't bring ruin upon yourselves." "No one is hidden," they said. The black-faced guard scanned the area like a hunting hawk. The girl turned pale. "Hide under the bed," she whispered. She opened a small door in the wall and fled. Zhu crawled under the bed, trembling. He heard the boots approached, the door opened, then silence. Eventually, the noise faded into the distance, but he was still too scared to move. People kept passing outside, whispering, laughing. His head buzzed like cicadas screaming. His eyes burned, but he waited, desperate for the girl to return. But in the temple, Meng Longtan looked around and noticed Zhu was gone. He asked the old monk where he went. "He's listening to the Dharma," the monk said with a smile. "Where?" "Not far." Then the monk walked to the wall, tapped it lightly with his finger, and called out, "Zhu, you've stayed too long. Time to come back." To Meng's amazement, Zhu's figure appeared in the mural, standing beside the flower-holding maiden, as if eavesdropping and watching. "Your friend is waiting," the monk called again. Zhu slowly floated down from the painting. He looked dazed and pale, like dry wood, his legs unsteady. Meng rushed over and asked what had happened. Zhu recounted how he had been hiding under the bed, then came out to look, and saw that girl's hair was now fully styled, no longer the innocent girl as he first met. Kneeling, Zhu begged the monk to explain, but the monk only smiled. "All illusions come from the heart. How could a poor monk explain what your own mind created?" Zhu was speechless. Meng sighed in awe. the two men quietly left the temple. I like this story because it's both dreamlike and chilling. At first, it seemed like a romantic fantasy, a man enchanted by a girl in a painting, but soon it turned eerie. The deeper he dives into his own desires, the closer he gets to danger. The story shows how illusions are born from the heart, and how beauty, lust, and fear all come from within. It's not just a ghost story, it's a mirror of the mind.